Hey there, everybody. So, our good friends over at Tree Star Farms had a few extra plants that they didn't have space for in their raised beds. I wasn't planning on getting anything, so I'm going to show you guys how I throw together a bed super quick for annuals I wasn't expecting to get. Here we go. You'll notice I'm using wood chips. I know that may come as a surprise if you're new, but we get wood chips from the town pretty consistently, so they go into pretty much every project I have. I think I don't think I have a project without them at this point. That's not true. I'm doing bulkheads for our basement. Those don't involve wood chips, so I have one. This though is going to be a garden for our annuals, and if I dig down here you can see the edge of some of the pieces of cardboard. You'll notice I have several inches of wood chips and leaves, ramiole chips, arborist chips, whatever you'd like to call them, extending about a foot out from the perimeter. On top of this, I'm going to be adding yet another waste stream that we have access to, which is manure from our neighbor's horse. And this has all been sitting in a pile, slowly being worked at by worms, beetles, and the like over the course of several weeks now. The worms in there are absolutely monstrous. I'll try to see if I can spot one when I dump this out. But this is going to be spread over this little, 5x5 patch. The wood chips are going to act as a moisture sink. And the manure holds water on its own as well. It's very high carbon content as well, but there is some nitrogen in it. So we're going to put this on there, we're going to spread it around, and then I'll show you the next steps. Catch you in a minute. There's one. Look at him go. Alright, let's cover him up. So a few years back there was a crew building this roadway back, and someone had bought the property behind us, and we're going to turn it into houses or something like that. But when they were grading that road and getting everything ready for trucks and everything to come clear cut the woods, they piled up all this dirt from the roadway just off the back corner of the property, and it's been sitting here for 2 years. So earlier this year we dug in, sent off a soil sample from it, and once the test results came back we decided it was good enough to use. It's not very nutritious soil, it's not the best stuff, but free is for me. You can see some of the rocks that we are contending with as we dig through. Some that we've already pulled out of the pile. And my super sophisticated setup of a piece of 1/2-inch hardware cloth as a sifter. Fits over my wheelbarrow when I need it to. But otherwise I just lean it up against something and huck dirt. So this is going way back up and over a couple hundred yards to the garden bed, but this is the most convenient dirt pile. And if you don't have giant tens and tens of yards pile of dirt kicking around, maybe you're planning on digging swales, or you need to cut channels for a French drain or some kind of drainage system. Maybe you're digging out a pond. Maybe you've got access to dirt and you just need to order your projects in a way that benefits you. Just some thoughts. Catch you guys back up top. Alright. The heat and humidity make this slow going, but I get to stand in the shade for this clip, so here we go. We've dropped several wheelbarrows of soil down on top of the horse manure that we had aged, that we dropped on top of the wood chips that we had dropped on top of our cardboard. Quick note about the cardboard: if you're wondering where you can get huge, thick sheets of cardboard, go to your local pet store, find out when they ship in their deliveries of big bags of dog food. The pallets that they ship on generally come with a nice pallet size, so like a 4x3.5, 4x4 sheet of cardboard, or 2 on each pallet that ships those big bags. So find out when they're getting those bags in, ask if you can take that cardboard. They're just gonna toss it or throw it in their bins anyway for recycling, so you may as well put it to use making food. So we've got our soil, we've got our horse manure, we've got our sponge in the form of wood chips underneath, we've got our weed barrier and grass barrier underneath that in the form of thick sheets of cardboard doubled up. The only thing that's missing now is some plants. So I turned around and you can see the chickens and the dog feeding on the wild strawberries, just kind of grazing as they go. Apparently it's snack time. So we've got some plants in now. It's 8 tomatoes, 3 eggplants that I wasn't counting on. They're looking a little worse for the heat. They look how I feel, but we're going to get some mulch on there and give them a good soak, and they are going to be back in action very shortly. I'm going to show you guys this garden bed. It's done the same way just a few weeks ago. I haven't watered this in a week. You can see all the squashes and everything going gangbusters. Everything's living life, loving it under here. And I don't have to water because of the amount of carbon and water storage that I have underneath the dirt in these beds. So just some food for thought. We'll be back and I'll show you the final product in just a minute. So I know it's kind of tough to see, but we've got all our plants in, pretty thickly mulched, watered in nice and deep. By tomorrow, all of these sad looking tomatoes will have perked right back up, and it's only 3 o'clock when this area gets shaded, so they'll get a reprieve from the hottest parts of the day before the sun peeks out from behind this tree one last time to give them some heat before the evening. So that's our throw together a bed in a short amount of time technique. If you don't have access to some of the things that we used, like the manure or the cardboard, look for some sources. Even if it's, not the healthiest of things, maybe you've got access to a paper shredder in an office. Maybe you've got places that do salads and sides and separate their vegetable waste, and you have an opportunity to ask them for those waste streams. It's really just about identifying things that people are getting rid of in your area and finding a way to put them to use on your site to kind of close those circles and waste streams and reduce your impact. So yeah, looking forward to the next time you guys join us. Looking forward to some fresh veggies. Probably gonna go make myself a little salad and a nice drink. You guys have a great day. Catch you soon.